You know how bad it is for us, especially the younger generation, to not give a fuck about the government saying aliens exist? You know how bad it is? It's not being talked about because nobody, we don't give a flying fuck. I mean, not one fuck. I'll wager y'all about 4 fucks and a quarter biscuit that the main reason we don't give a fuck, one, is because from the beginning of time, people knew. There were records of alien sightings for a while. We also know there's a place called Area 51. That means there's probably 50 other ones out there. Like, it's been, we get it, we know, and right now, we don't care. The world is so shit-filled right now, nobody gives a fuck about, who would give a fuck? Which is probably why y'all decided to admit it now, because you know nobody gives a single solitary shit. I don't give a fuck about aliens. I don't give not one. If they ain't paying my student loans, if they're not gonna kill some of y'all so the cost of living goes down, if they're not gonna get rid of some more billionaires so I have to kick my ass less to just make just enough money to live. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. If inflation don't go down because aliens are here, if the cost of living don't go down, if student loans don't go down, if I'm not gonna make more money for the exact amount of work that I do, if I don't make enough money to work, I can not only just pay my bills but also go on vacations and enjoy my life. I don't give a fuck about aliens. Matter of fact, aliens could suck my dick. I don't give a fuck, and I don't think anybody else does either. Do you know how bad human beings have to be doing to not give a shit? First of all, you see all these jokes that go, we've been making jokes about how aliens would not want to be here. The shit that goes on, they see us and they keep driving. They don't pull over, they don't park, they speed. Whatever intergalactical speed limit is going on, like no. I'm pretty sure them big-headed freaks saw what the fuck we were doing from however many light years away they were before they came this close. Like, unless you come in like, at one point, people thought aliens were gonna rescue us. Like, black people thought Anunnaki were gonna rescue us. Them motherfuckers can kill themselves too. Ain't nobody coming to rescue us. Ain't nobody coming to rescue us. Our own family members that put us in some of the bad situations we've been in or still in ain't rescuing us. They put us there. Why would a bunch of creatures from outer space, why would they care about us? Why would that happen? Why? And after some crazy shit that I'm pretty sure some of these human beings did to them, again, why? Why? This would be a good time for them to invade. The way shit's working out, I don't think I'd give a fuck if they did. One thing about the human mind is that a lot of us kind of already have the idea that if we live on this planet, there's a good chance that there are other planets out there that have beings too, that are living their lives, probably got shitty lives as well. You know what I mean? Like, the whole universal galaxy or the whole intergalactic space does not revolve around planet Earth, does not revolve around us. We already know that there's a good chance that if we exist, somebody else does too. It's not that fucking important. Not to us. I got bills to pay. I just took money out to pay my rent. Let me make something really fucking clear, right? I work 2 jobs just to get an apartment. I have a car because I don't have health insurance. I'm lucky enough to know how to take care of myself, but what if at some point that doesn't happen and I need the insurance and now I can't afford the car? What the fuck? What's gonna happen? For the last 11 years of my life, from 2014 till now, I have saved up every single tax refund I have ever made from the first time I worked till now to have enough money to it only be worth enough for me to get an apartment and a car. And some furniture that wasn't given to me from someone who was going to buy new furniture. I worked all of that money. Didn't get a house. Got an apartment. 1-bedroom apartment. That sounds like enough money for me to get a house and a car. Apartment and a car. The cost of living makes no sense. Inflation makes no fucking sense. Let's be honest about the fact that there is no reason, I mean unequivocally no fucking reason for inflation to even exist. Why is the price going up when the value of shit ain't going up? For most of the stuff the price goes up for. These apartment values are not going up because a lot of these apartments are breaking down. Y'all haven't done shit to the apartment since 1945. A lot of these apartments have been gutted out. They just put new sheetrock or that white stupid paint that landlords be using. That. Didn't fix the piping, not the plumbing, the electric, the wiring, nothing. Got so many holes in there. The rats and the roaches are fighting over who owns the apartment while you sitting there the only one paying rent but can't live there. Health is a right. Driving is a privilege that a lot of y'all do not need to have. But I can afford a car before I can afford health insurance because coverage I have to pay to stay alive and be healthy while I'm alive. Because America wants to feel like it's fucking special. I'm special, so I don't have to use the metric system, and I'm not going to sit there and do universal health care because I'm going to make everybody pay for health care. You want to know how fucking much? Bro, I'm just fucking irritated. So let's all be honest, huh? You want to know how much a mouthpiece for a ventilator was during the pandemic? What was it, $1,500 or $15,000 a piece to make? And some beautiful vigilante decided to create those same mouthpieces with a 3D printer. $1 a piece to make. Gave them out for free. And he got arrested and put in prison. Because he basically broke the fourth wall for pharmaceutical companies. And created thousands of those things for people to use to get those respirators. Excuse me, not ventilators, but respirators and ventilators. For people that couldn't breathe because COVID was kicking their lungs. I don't give a fuck about the fact that aliens are here. I don't give a fuck about Anunnaki. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Because ain't nobody talking about it because it's not important. You know what's important? Being able to pay my fucking bills is important. The fact that I'm kicking my ass and getting this much out of doing it. That's important. That's fucking important. I don't give a fuck about aliens. I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck about the rest of us. So the government throwing this in our face like we didn't already have an idea that they were here and people already knew that. Okay, cool, next. I don't give a fuck about that. Lower the cost of living. Pay me more. Lower the fucking rent. Stop inflating shit. Because as far as I'm concerned, the way inflation works is somebody raised the price of something. Somebody else saw them raise the price of something and decided to raise the price too without doing the work to up the value. And then everybody feels like, oh no, I got to compete with this person because I want that money too. And everybody decided to raise their prices up. And that's how inflation was born. That's how I think inflation was born. I don't give a fuck about how it actually was born. I could give two fucks and a biscuit. Everybody wants to compete to get the same kind of money from people that do not have it. That crane that fucking knocked over in New York City, they're building buildings. Who the fuck you finna get in them shits to work? Cause you ain't hiring nobody. Who gonna work in them shits, huh? Not the people in New York. Half of them motherfuckers moved. Everybody moved. Some of them moved up here, some of them moved down there. They're gone. That little island is sinking because of all the skyscrapers you are building on it. There is nothing fucking left. What are you building for? Who the fuck finna work in them buildings? Who, bitch? Who? At some point, your greed is going to be your downfall because nobody's gonna have the money to give you what you want. And now that I know I can do shit for 10 fucking minutes, I'ma do it for 10 fucking minutes. It's gonna come to a point where everybody in the United States is literally just gonna stop paying rent. All together, all at once. The fuck you finna do? Kick us all out? Same thing with firing us while we were working from home or going to school from home. The fuck you finna do? Send me home? Oh, Nancy. The fuck you finna do? Send me the fuck home? You ain't sending me no fucking where. Let's not be obtuse, bitch. Nobody gives a fuck because we cannot afford to give a fuck. And at some point, these